Jaden, Nev Lapwood here from Snowboard Addiction. How's it going? Hey, I know that you sent through like 5 different clips. I'm going to be honest, I only looked at the first one because I'm getting a little bit overwhelmed with how many different video analyses there are. So just to keep up with everyone's thing, I'm only going to do at the moment just one for each person. So anyway, I've watched your first video and I've definitely got some tips I can help you with. And if you want to do another one in like a week from now, that's fine. I just got to keep up with the other ones. So if we look at this quickly, we have kind of a front one. I know you're trying to do a front 3, and then backside shifty, and another little backside kind of buttery type shifty. I know you're most interested in the front 3, so I'm going to focus on that. Now, what I would say is that you're actually, the amount of rotation you're getting is more or less perfect for a front 1. But I've even got tips I can help you with right on the front 1. So as you're riding in here, it looks to me like you're getting a good light heel edge, because I'm seeing that you're getting good pop off the lip and a good extension with your legs, and you're getting good height. But there's things that you can still improve on your pop. So right now, as you're flying through the air, you're flying through with fairly extended legs. It's going to be so much more stylish if you can suck up those legs while you're in the air. Not only is it going to be more stylish, it's actually going to make you higher as well. It's going to make your board just look higher, and it's going to float over that jump way better, okay? So that's one thing I would do, is try to suck up your legs. The next thing I can see is that as you're going off the jump, this is kind of where your weight is. It's leaning back a little bit. Excuse me. And then as you fly through the air, your weight is still leaning back. You can see it's still leaning back. And then as it lands, you can see that you came down very much heavy on your left foot with your weight back. So what I'm recommending for you to do, and this is even just on your front ones, is try to transition your weight through the jump to where you're landing evenly over both feet. So it's almost like as you go off the jump, your weight's a little bit back as you take off, but then as you land, it's a little bit forward. So if you can imagine on a straight air, when you do a straight air on a jump, because you're landing downhill, you want your weight to be leaning downhill. And you have to try and do the same thing with your 180s and your 360s. Now, if you can come back to me with a 180 with the same pop, the same entry path, sucked up legs, and an even 2-footed landing, that there is going to be stylish, but it's also going to make it so much easier when you come to do a frontside 360. Now, if we quickly look at why a 360 is not happening, is I can see that as you leave the jump, you're initiating frontside momentum with your upper body. That's good. But then, after you do the 180, your actual upper body is starting to move back the other direction. So if I just quickly, if I put this in super slow-mo here, you're actually counter-rotating right now. What that means is after the 180 happens, your upper body and lower body are slightly moving in opposite directions. And when you do that, it stops your spin. That there is what's stopping you from spinning a frontside 3, is that you're getting a really good 180, but then you're counter-rotating to land. So you're not actually able to continue that rotation around. So that's what's blocking you. Now, one of the best ways to learn this is if you have access to a trampoline. You don't even need a trampoline. You can just be spinning front 3s on a trampoline to really get that motion of smooth frontside 360. You can also do it at home without a trampoline. Now, if you're having trouble being able to rotate a 360, try grabbing onto your pants or your waist as you do it, because I want to see your upper body and lower body moving together throughout most of the spin and only counter-rotating once you get to 360. So the only time you should be counter-rotating is when you want to stop that spin at 360, whereas right now, you're doing a little bit of counter-rotation at 180, which is stopping you right at 180 instead of continuing. Hopefully this is helpful. Some really good tips here on improving your frontside 1s and frontside 3s. I'm Nev Lapwood from Snowboard Addiction. Our goal is to improve your riding.